It's the first episode, and I don't know how to start. So please support, and that's it. Now I try to shut up.
Damn, that was good.
Really?
No.
Hey, Armin is here, and here is Maarcast. Well, I'm so excited. I've been planning on creating this channel for a long time, and here is the first episode. There will be lots of stories soon, and channel will be full of my tales. I wrote some of them long time ago, and I will write a lot in future exclusively for Maarcast channel. And I hope you guys like this and communicate with it. This episode story is Puzzle Road. I wrote it 3 months ago, and the genre of this one is something like psychological mystery drama, dark creep crime, and all the shit together. Anyway, before I forget, please be more than 18 because there are some parts in the story that maybe it's a bit harsh or violent for kids, so be careful about that. Let's move on. I will play it for you. While you're listening to the story, I will draw a poster of it, and so that you don't get bored. It's already boring. Yeah, I know, but anyway, let's get back to the story. It was 2:57 a.m. and we only had 3 minutes left. Everyone was ready. We could smell the badly polluted water in the air, but no one did care about it at that time. Because at 100 meters from the surface of city Montreal in Canada, the biggest robbery of the country was happening. Everything would have been changed at 3 a.m. The most important job in our whole life. We studied the plan 100 times, and now we had less than 2 minutes. Counting was starting. 1, 2, and 3. My name is Connor, and I'm telling this story for the police department of Montreal. 84 years old, and thankfully I have an interesting tale to tell my grandchildren. Am I right, folks?
Go on, Mr. Erickson.
Alright. It seems like I have to be serious, am I? Are you recording this?
Yes, we are, sir.
Good. Take your note. The story I'm about to share happened in 1960. Yeah, it was 60 years from now in this beautiful city, Montreal. But first, it's better to just introduce myself. I was not as handsome as I am today, but I was pretty young, feeling the fire inside my chest, which says someday I'm gonna be someone important for this country in humanity, maybe. All lives we make for ourselves, like a donkey with a carrot in front of him. Anyway, you people who are listening to this recorded file, there's a place you go for shopping. It's a beautiful, large mall, and it's on the ground. Remember? Yeah, that's the place. This story happened there. We hated that place, and after the accident, the government decided to change it into a big bloody mall so that you guys will forget how horrible it was. I was a priest's son. He was my whole world. At that time, my mother, on the other hand, had lots of problems with my dad and got divorced when I was a kid. Went to Australia. Is she alive? Dead? Married? Unmarried? I don't have a clue, because she didn't care about us. Left us here, and anyway, folks, I only wish for being another priest for this dirty planet, so that I can do what my father does and keep him happy like an innocent kid. He did wanted the same thing for me, and he brought me to his church, which was Mary Queen, a big ancient church in Montreal. You guessed right. Only a few meters away from the Canada greatest robbery, or at least that's what you politicians like to call it. Robbing what belongs to the government. Yeah, that's what you call it. The church was the most valuable spot on our plan. A plan which I didn't know about it yet. A plan which the government never dares to tell the truth about it. God damn this age. I cannot talk. But the story needs to be told right. I was 24 years old back then. And proudly, I will tell you what did just happen. Behind all of these things, the plans and everything, there was only one man. And I can say the mind of the operation, he was Clark Hunter. Nobody heard his name before until 1960, the diamond robbery of Montreal National Jewelry, which was a big bomb news, but there was something which nobody was aware of, and there was a whole another operation going on under the surface. Clark was not a strange person, just an ordinary fisherman who accidentally saw something which he was not supposed to. But he couldn't let it go. He knew he had to do something about it. He had an idea, but you could trace the problems everywhere. How much time does it need to prepare a great plan, considering every possibility? It took Clark's 2 whole years, a perfect plan with all the measurements. What was the robbery about? Money? No. Cars? No. Gold? Nah. Not even diamonds. I will tell you, and you will find out, but not for now. Let's start with the things he saw and where he saw it. He was a good old fisherman, but had a little problem. Every time he did catch his fishes, he couldn't hold it clean and healthy for more than 2 days. So he found a path which did go underground, and nobody knew about it. And Clark used it to keep fishes cold and fresh. But he discovered that the path was some kind of a tunnel. And one day he started getting inside and hoping maybe find something useful in there. It was a massive big tunnel, maybe more than 10 meters high, and a long dark road. Now we know that the tunnel was built in 1950, and in 1962 you guys started transforming it into this big mall, but Clark found it in 1958, which means 4 years before any normal people get to see it. He thought this tunnel is the best place for keeping his food, but what he didn't know was there was something in there which he must not be aware of. The big secret, you know? It took him a long time until he found something in there. He was shocked. He was not the first man, obviously. Big, tall, massive metal walls, lots of spotlights everywhere, and guns and soldiers protecting it, like it's a top-level security place. The air in there was awful. He sensed the bad smell and couldn't breathe well. He didn't know what is this smell coming from. The only obvious thing was that this amount of soldiers and those guns and walls shows they are doing something, or at least hiding something in there. Clark knew if he was spotted, he would be in a big trouble, so he kept his distance but continued to go there and try to hear soldiers' voices and figure out what was going on. After 1 month, he finally found what he was looking for. Canada is among the peaceful countries of the world in which life is moving with a slow pace. But down there, the other side of the coin was beginning to show itself. Behind those walls of the warehouse, one of the biggest political crimes was starting to take shape. Nobody exactly knew what Clark discovered, but the obvious thing was his fear of that place, which he couldn't stand it for even 1 more second. For a country that spoke of humanity, such a place was more like an insult. Believing this situation wasn't easy for Clark. What did he see? Well, to find out, you need to wait till the day of the main part of the operation.
Sorry, Mr. Erickson. It was just a tunnel. There was nothing odd over there, so please be more clear about what you're saying.
So, there was nothing odd over there, huh? Alright, listen to me. It took Clark 2 months to explore the rest of the massive tunnels. The height of these tunnels was about the size of a 4-story building. How the roof of these tunnels, which were under a city with that amount of population, didn't fall, was one of the wonders that Clark couldn't understand. There was something wrong. You could smell it, and I will tell you what it was. Alright guys, that's it. It was end of episode 1 of the story, The Puzzle Road. I hope you enjoy it, and I hope to see you again in the next episode for the rest of it. I didn't finish the painting. I try my best to finish it in the next one. And please leave us a comment. The comments are so important for us because it's the beginning of our journey, and we really want to know what was wrong and what wasn't wrong. And just leave the comment, that's it. Good night and bye bye.